Today we are going to learn about the lesson that is medieval Europe, rise and spread of Christianity. Medieval means it comes from the Latin language. The meaning of medieval is time in the middle. It is clear about the picture that is transformation of the people who lived in the past. So the history has been divided into three periods, that is ancient period, medieval period and modern period. In Europe, the medieval period begins from the 5th century and goes up to the 15th century. And in India, it begins from the 8th century and goes up to the 18th century. In medieval period, there is two sources, archaeological sources and literary sources. Archaeological sources means monuments, tools, paintings, and these are the examples which comes under archaeological sources. We can say an example for archaeological sources is Taj Mahal. Literary sources. Literary sources means biography and autobiography. Example for literary sources is Barbarnama. Biography of Babur. The social political system. In the medieval period, the socio-economic and political changes all over the world. It was the dominating system. So the system has been divided into two groups, that is feudal lords and peasants. Peasants means agriculture. Feudal lords get the work from the peasants and they do not pay any wages to the farmers. Instead of this, feudal lords protect their peasants. Slowly the system was raised and came to India. In India, they follow Zamindar system. Mostly in this system, land has the important property. Roman conquest of Palestine. Pompey, he was the great king. He conquered the land Jerusalem, which is meant by Palestine. So Pompey conducted a war. By conquest and siege of Jerusalem, the war has been continued for 3 months. In this war, 12,000 Jews were died. And his teachings. Christianity was founded by Jesus Christ and it was one of the most popular religion of the world. The holy book of Christians is Bible. He was born in Bethlehem, that is in Judea. He was the son of Joseph and Mary. He grew up in Nazareth and he became the carpenter by following his father's occupation. At the age of 12, he began discussion with Jewish teachers and he soon preaching the message of love and kindness. He used famous words called parables and sermons. Parables means moral story and sermons means the passage in Bible. People were attracted towards him because of his simple life, love and kindness. He chose 12 apostles to spread the message of God. There are 4 short books called Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, which tells us about the life and teachings of Jesus Christ. Christmas was celebrated at every year at 25th December. It was the birth of Jesus. The Bible has contained 2 testaments, that is Old and New Testament. Old Testament contains the history of the Jews and their relationship with God, and the New Testament contains the biography and teachings of Jesus Christ. His most famous preaching was the Sermon on the Mount, which taught many things. Some of the preachings are: God is the loving Father of all human beings, have faith in God, love your enemies, do not judge others. These are some of the preachings on the Sermon on the Mount. Jesus' opposition to Jewish leaders. The Jewish leaders strictly practiced the human-made traditions and rituals. This made Jesus oppose the meaningless rituals. So made the Jewish leaders angry. So the Jewish leaders did not accept Jesus as a savior. Although Jesus gained popularity among the people, he healed people the world's problems and preached some of the words, and reserved them as the Sabbath. Sabbath means a day set aside for fasting and prayer. These acts have been against their laws and created a strong opposition with Jewish leaders. The crucifixion. The growing popularity of Jesus made the Jewish religious leaders angry. So they plotted against him and informed the Roman officials that Jesus called himself as the King of Jews and provoked the people against the Roman Emperor. Jerusalem was one of the part of the Roman Emperor. So Jesus was arrested and his nails and feet were nailed to the cross and he was left to death. This act is known as crucifixion. The cross symbol had become the scared symbol for Christians. The day after his crucifixion is observed as a Good Friday. So it was believed this as the third day of Jesus' burial. After his crucifixion, he arose from the dead. This is known as resurrection. It was a Sunday, so it was celebrated as Easter Sunday. Till now, it was celebrated as a Easter Sunday and Good Friday. Good Friday was celebrated at the day of crucifixion, and the Easter Sunday was celebrated as a resurrection after the death of Jesus. Spread of Christianity. After the Jesus death, the Jesus was known as the Christ, that is the Son of God. His disciples were called as the apostles. The work of apostles is to travel far and wide to spread the Christianity of teachings of Jesus Christ. One of the most apostles is Saint Paul. He traveled to four of places and converted many people to Christianity. Christianity in the Roman Empire and Europe. The Roman Emperor regarded Christianity as a danger because the followers of Jesus refused to devote the Roman gods. So they did not participate in any public festivals which was conducted by Roman Empire. This made the Roman Empire very angry. So they consider Christianity as declared as unlawful. Unlawful means anyayamanam solluvaangala adha. So and the Roman Empire were prosecuted, nailed to cross that burnt alive. In these emperor atrocities, Christianity survived and grew. Slowly the Christianity was spread to the many of the countries like Greece, Egypt, Turkey and North Africa. Advent of Christianity. Advent means coming. Constantine. He was the builder of Constantinople. It was founder of Byzantine Empire. Now Constantine is to be called as Istanbul. Constantine decided to locate the new city in the site of old Byzantium, and he constructed many towers, tunnels, wells to provide enough water for the citizens. It was constructed in 330 century. Role of Emperor Constantine in spreading Christianity. At the time, Constantine became a powerful ruler in 306th century. So he adopted Christianity and he made official religion of the Roman Emperor. He used to spread the Christianity to Europe. And he built many churches and monasteries. Monasteries means a building which occupied by a community of monks who lives under the religious vows. Over the centuries past, many of the people, more people in Europe who adopted Christianity, and Emperor Charlemagne who encouraged the church music called slams. Decline of ancient Roman Emperor. After the death of Theodosius, he was the last emperor who ruled the United Roman Empire in 395 century. After that, the Roman Empire was divided into two parts, the Eastern and Western Roman Empire. The capital of the Eastern Roman Empire was Constantinople. Now it is to be called as Istanbul. Though the division of the emperor, it broke the unity. So in the late 4th century, the Western Roman Empire has been crumbled. And it was become the world's greatest superpower. There was some argument between the Eastern and Western Roman Emperor. The Roman Empire did not fall, and this Eastern Roman Empire was continued for 1000 years to form the Byzantine Empire. This is barbarian inventions. There are many factors that led to the destruction and disintegration of the Western Roman Empire. The most repeated inventions that is Germanic tribes like Goths, Vandals and Franks. These tribes are who invented steel and caused damage to the Roman territory. So in addition, it was the increase in labor, over expansion, overspending and contributed to its downfall. Finally, in 476 century, the Western Roman Empire suffers its death blow of Turks. The invading army of the Ottoman Turks who captured the capital of Byzantine Empire in 1453. And this led to the downfall of Constantinople. The Ottoman Empire that was named as the Istanbul, he was the first emperor of the Ottoman polity, was Osman. By generation to generation of the Turkish tribe who migrated out of the Central Asia due to the Mongol conquest. Crusades. Crusades were the holy wars waged by the Christians against the Turks who had captured the lands of the Christian emperor of the Constantinople and Jerusalem. Jerusalem is the holy land of Christians. Monasteries and their impact. The priests of the cathedrals who lived among the people who acquired the respectable positions. They preached the religions oriented. Some of the great Christians such as Saint Francis, Saint Benedict and Saint Augustine who stressed the purity of life. They lived a simple life with honesty, discipline and modesty. So monasteries were built for such as monks and nuns. Who were to be called monks? Monks were the priests who devoted their life to the service of God and humanity. They lived in monasteries who did not marry, who is to be called as monks and nuns. Women are also devoted to their lives to God. Nuns were women who devoted their life to the service of God and humanity. Monasteries became the center of propagation of Christianity. Propagation means nature or process to spread the Christianity over the world. And monks could travel across the world to spread the message of Jesus Christ and his teachings. Many peoples who adopted the Christianity. Monasteries were the only center of learning mathematics, grammar and arithmetic during the medieval period in Europe. So monasteries also served the sick, the poor and the destitute. They also provide food and shelter to travelers and medicines to the sick people. All these help to spread the Christianity across the world. Baptism is the Christian religious rite of sprinkling water on the person's forehead or of immersing them with water, that is a symbolification of purification or regeneration to the Christian church. You have learned what is meant socio-political system, Roman conquest of Palestine, Jesus Christ and his teaching, Jesus' opposition to Jewish leaders, crucifixion, spread of Christianity and decline of Roman Empire. I hope you understand this lesson. Thank you.